let's do health. Now, today on health, we'll be discussing bleaching. Yes, you heard me right. Bleaching, looking into importation of skincare products in relation to FX with Maryam Adeboye-Salami. She's a baby skincare advocate who is dedicated to good health, gender equality, and also economic growth. You are welcome. Has so many things to pack into one person.
Yeah.
You're focused on health, you're focused on skincare, babies, then the economy. Pick a struggle. But it's good to have you here.
Yeah.
Now, are you for or against bleaching?
I'm
Why do I
against.
ask? You're dark-skinned. There's no point. But do tell.
Definitely against. I know that, as we had discussed earlier, it could seem as if it brings a chunk of money into the economy.
But it does, because if you walk into a
But
supermarket...
then when you look at this flip side, when the effects begin to happen, it's an epidemic on our healthcare system. An healthcare system that we don't even necessarily have up to par. The current healthcare system that we have in Nigeria can only cater to less than 17%. So now 77% of the cosmetic industry is gotten from bleaching products.
Okay.
So now when you transfer that back,
it's not worth it.
It's not.
So, but then again, skincare products, why does it seem like most skincare products are engineered to want to alter complexion?
In every business, you want to respond to customers' needs. And let's first of all look at why do people even want to bleach in the first place. It's the white supremacy. People believe that you are prettier, you are more attractive, you look more expensive when you are shiny and white and yellow as it is. But then I think it's also the fundamental education that we have growing up. You would probably hear, like 2 years ago, this pandemic of Ghanaian women taking pills while being pregnant.
That was ridiculous.
You know, for a child who is born through that process, they already have the education that you have to be fair or
now,
you
want
have
to
to be light-skinned.
clarify on this now. They were not taking pills for themselves to make them fair in complexion. They were taking pills to make their kids fair.
Yes. So what this pills does is to suppress the melanocytes. What keeps us dark or a little darker
Beautiful stuff.
is the intensity of the melanin that you and I have. And God has favored Africans so much that we have a lot of it. It's the only soap protection. It's not the products you use. It's not your soap. It's not even the sunscreen. The sunscreen is sort of artificial. The melanin is the ultimate protection you have from the UV rays. So, you know, we are so positioned towards the sun that we are easily affected by it. And that's why you have a lot of liver function problems, kidney problems, ultimately cancer, right? So what they do is they are not necessarily like lightening the skin. They are suppressing the melanocytes. And when you suppress it, it doesn't like produce a lot of melanin, and then the person appears
Now, melanin in itself is supposed to do what for us? It's supposed to help protect us against these harmful rays and
protect the skin. It's also supposed to break down whatever your skin is absorbing. So as we are here now, we are smelling, oh my God, Chef Belinda's meals. There's a bit of smoke, carbon dioxide being expelled. The melanin is breaking it down. Because whatever you breathe in, your skin is also breathing it in. And when it does that, it goes into your bloodstream. From bloodstream, it goes into your kidney, your liver, and everything. But the melanin is also one of the things that helps to break it down to the most minute.
But cosmetic producers will tell you that they have worked on these extensive chemical, and everything to make it very safe for human consumption or human use.
I'm a manufacturer myself, and I know I'm a manufacturer and I am a chemist. So I know the level to which you can break down these chemicals. It's almost impossible. So the 4 major things you will find in most of these products are mercury. Imagine putting mercury on your skin.
Wow.
Hydrocortisones. So hydrocortisones are actually, so they argue for the fact that even dermatologists recommend hydrocortisone or products containing hydrocortisone. But they don't put that in those products, you don't have more than 2%. And it is usually recommended that you don't even use it more than 5 days to solve whatever you want to solve. If a child is going through frequent eczema or has scabies from dog bites and all of those things, they will recommend this product. If it doesn't work, they will tell you have to wait 28 days
before
for
continuing.
that skin to regenerate before reusing.
Interesting.
You know, but then they put the whole of the hydrocortisone, mix it with shea butter, and claim it is natural lighting cream.
Wow. So you mentioned a few things I'm going to come back to,
Yeah.
but back to our main topic now regarding how it affects Nigeria's, well, how it affects the economy. Let's put it that way. If we take away all of these products that are in supermarkets, because first thing you see when you walk into a supermarket, no matter what kind of supermarket it is, you find skincare products.
Yeah.
Now, if you take that away, how much harm do you think it's going to do to the economy? Revenue.
I don't think it would do a lot of harm because it then encourages made in Nigerian products. Africa is so blessed, especially Nigeria. We were talking about Kwara State earlier. We have...
Where you're from.
Yeah, where I'm from, right? Proudly from. We have a full plantation in Shaki of shea butter. We make coconut oil here in Nigeria, there in Badagry, Jos, Niger State. We have several plants, lavenders, that we can use to make cosmetics. However, because we are so highly dependent on bringing in these solutions, it's difficult for even manufacturers like myself in Nigeria to thrive.
Yeah.
So then when you get to supermarkets, before you can even sell your product, you have to look like an international brand, which is not a bad thing to say because it helps us, get better at branding and presentation and all of that. I think that it would actually help Nigeria because right now, one of the reasons we are having this issue with FX is because we are solely dependent on importation.
Very, very true.
Right? So stopping it means that it increases how much
Made
we
in
can produce
Nigeria.
and then we can export.
That's fantastic.
Then strengthens the...
I told you I was going to go back to something. Now, we talked about babies initially. So now, we're talking about skincare and babies. What is best? What do you advise best for babies when it comes to their skin? I grew up using Vaseline and Santana. You remember Santana? I don't want to ask how old you are, but do you know what Santana is?
I don't think I do.
Ah, you're young. Anybody out there, please, hashtag Santana. If you're, I mean, Titi, you must know Santana. I'm sure Titi knows Santana. But as a child, that's what we grew up with. There was Vaseline was the main thing, which was a petrochemical, petroleum product. But is it safe for babies? What's best for babies?
Breasts for babies, best for children who have not attained puberty is anything that you can actually consume. So if you look at it, you can't consume it, you most likely shouldn't use it on your skin. Remember I said the skin is also an organ that absorbs whatever you put on it. So we're looking at...
I'm very interested in this question because they have scientifically proven, they've claimed, they've told that the byproducts from burning down or, doing all this petroleum, what's it called, that gel you get is absolutely safe.
It's okay, it's safe. But you said what is best.
Okay, good.
So first of all, you look at the impact of getting that jelly out. It means you're impacting the climate. And as you've heard in my profile, I'm for climate change.
Okay, yeah, true.
So that's one part. The second part is, but can we get something better? Do we have petroleum jelly? That's the byproduct here in Nigeria. Can we use something that is available here in Nigeria that is equally better, equally as good or even
And real
better
quick, what is better? What is better?
Things made from shea butter, coconut oil, sunflower
Natural
oil.
stuffs.
Natural stuffs that you can find at home. And that's what we then put together at Mo Baby Care.
Maryam, will you be back next week?
Sure.
I would love to continue this conversation because I find it very exciting. Apart from, skincare, we're talking about everything else. And I think you're such a fantastic personality.
Thank you.
Well, good to have you. Looking forward to you coming back again next week for another interesting.
Hopefully we'll go on that bike ride.
She wants to go on a bike ride, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you.
Do stay tuned.